Hi and welcome to Tech with Mark. I'm Mark Greenwood, and in this video we're going to take a look at 5 technological news stories that you may have missed. Number 1. The heads of Amazon, Apple, Facebook and Google all appeared before US lawmakers on Wednesday night to defend their companies against claims that they abused their power to squash competitors. Issues raised included, did Facebook buy Instagram in 2012 to neutralize a threat? Well, that was the topic raised by Democratic Representative Jerry Nadler. How Apple has recently done a deal with Amazon Prime, which allowed them just a 15% cut rather than the 30% that all other developers have to pay to host their apps on Apple's platform. Is Google working with China? And the Republicans accused all of the tech giants of bias. Number 2. The US Space Agency's Perseverance robot has left Earth on a mission to try to detect life on Mars. The 1-ton, 6-wheeled rover was launched out of Florida by an Atlas rocket on a path to intercept the red planet in February next year. When it lands, the NASA robot will also gather rock and soil samples to be sent home later this decade. Perseverance is the 3rd mission dispatched to Mars inside just 11 days, after launches by the United Arab Emirates and also China. Number 3. ITERA, the world's largest nuclear fusion project, has begun assembly. The €20 billion facility has been under construction in Saint-Paul-les-Durance, southern France. Advocates say that fusion could be a source of clean unlimited power that would help tackle the climate crisis. ITERA is a collaboration between China, the European Union, India, Japan, South Korea, Russia and the US, and all members share in the cost of construction. The facility could see plasma generated in the machine, a notional start to operations shortly after the assembly phase ends in 2025. President Macron of France said ITERA is clearly an act of confidence in the future. The greatest advances in history have always proceeded from daring bets, from journeys fraught with difficulty. Number 4. If you didn't hear about it, earlier this month Twitter was hacked. It resulted in a number of people being scammed out of money after seemingly legitimate tweets from prominent celebrities were faked. Twitter has now stated that it has significantly limited access to its internal tools after it learnt that the high-profile hack affecting dozens of major accounts was the result of a phishing attack targeting the phones of a small number of employees. This attack relied on a significant and concerted attempt to mislead certain employees and exploit human vulnerabilities to gain access to our internal systems, Twitter has said in a tweet. Well, let's hope that that tweet was legitimate. And finally, number 5. The Federal Communications Commission, or the FCC, has approved Amazon's plans for its ambitious Kuiper constellation, which entails sending 3,236 satellites into orbit to beam internet coverage down to Earth. The decision is a crucial regulatory step that paves the way for Amazon to start launching the satellites when they're ready. Project Kuiper is a new initiative to launch a constellation of low Earth orbit satellites that will provide low latency, high-speed broadband connectivity to unserved and underserved communities around the world, or so Amazon says. Amazon is one of a handful of companies aiming to create a giant constellation of satellites in orbit in order to provide broadband connectivity to the surface below. Most notable amongst those competitors is SpaceX, which has approval from the FCC to launch nearly 12,000 satellites for its Starlink project. That's a lot of space junk for the future, I guess. The full links for all these stories will be on my website techwithmark.com and also below if you're watching this on YouTube or social media. Please hit the subscribe button and I'll be back again with another video soon. In the meantime, please stay safe.